Let me get close to that so I can get your ID and last card so I can make.
Hey, good evening, folks. Happy Saturday night. It is another final table here at Texas Card House Dallas. The 50K guarantee Lone Star Showdown. We had 246 entries today, $51,660 in the prize pool, just off of a $250 buy-in. There you see it. First place is going to be just over $12,000. 84.80 for second, not too shabby. All 9 players have got 1,200 locked up. We've got 3 first-timers on a final table, and everybody else has little experience. So going to be a fun one. Let's have some fun in the chat. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday night. Got the lovely Miss Brittany getting those cards in the air. Look at one of our favorites who's been playing lots of tournaments in the last year. This is Gonzo. I have a feeling you guys can guesstimate what other nicknames he goes by in the room. Definitely a great player. So there's the lovely Miss Brittany. Let's take a look at who's on the final table tonight. Chip leader is Paul over there in the 8 seat. Paul's got a lot of tournament experience. Been running really good of late. Gil in the 7 is next. Don over in the 2 seat. Jason in the 3. Mickey in the 6 seat, followed by Gonzo. Chung, one of our new players. Got to play with him recently, and notice we both had the same card protector, that metal Ace of Spades with the spade cut out of the middle there. I randomly had that gifted to me. I forgot where he said he got his from, but we were sitting side by side, and I said, hey, I got one of those. We had a fun time with that, but first time for him on a final table, so he's pretty excited. Harley in the 4 seat. He's also a first-timer on our final table. And then our 5 seat there is also a first-timer. So the 4, the 5, and the 9 seat, all first-timers. Everybody else has a little final table stream experience here at Texas Card House Dallas. Those blinds are at 30,000, 60,000, 60,000. So you can see Harley only has 6 big blinds. Got through that small blind in the first hand. So he's definitely going to have his work cut out for him here early on. Howdy in the chat. We got Kiwi. We got Joshua. Rick Mason all the way up top. If you're still here, hello. What's everybody doing on a wild Saturday night? It's 10:51. Some of y'all are probably already in your PJs. Maybe you're out playing poker in the room right now. But thank you for tuning in. Jason in the hijack got that beautiful Jack 10 suited we all love. He's going to raise it up. Picking on these blinds a little bit, but big blind. He's got a big stack too and pretty good hand. So he is going to defend. And wow, that is an action flop. Good gracious. That is 2 10s and a king. Top pair for our big blind. Did go check, check. So Jason really trying to set a trap here. Gil's going to check again. Definitely a price that Gil is going to come along with top pair. And oh my gosh, first real big collision tonight, and it's quads versus a full house. And Jason says, thank you, dealer. 500,000 in the middle. 150 and a snap call and quads. And Gil says what most of us normally say when we run into quads. That's good. Hard to beat quads. And here's a look at those payouts. Again, I've mentioned that they've all got 12-10 locked up, $250 buy-in. So they just fired one bullet today. That is a pretty good run-up. $12,000 for first place. That is a nice little bankroll builder, no doubt. Somebody will be taken home tonight, along with the Lone Star Showdown trophy and the commemorative coin, saying that they are a tournament champion here at TCH Dallas. Players love using those tournament champion coins as card protectors in the room. A little status symbol, pretty cool to have. Mitchell, he's going to be all in, rocking that Georgia Tech hat. Late position, he's got King 10 suited, so found something to go with. And Paul's like, well, I got a big stack and 120,000 already out there. It's the unsuited 6-foe Impala, and Paul says, nah, I don't want to just give you a Merry Christmas here if you happen to have a big pair. I was thinking that too, Mr. Free Panda. What's going on, Johnny? I think I would have gone large there with quads just to see if you could get paid off. I mean, obviously the guy loses to aces, chops with any king. 150 I thought was a gentleman's bet there, you know, on the river, but always nice to get quads and get a little something paid off. How you doing, Mr. Johnny Rodriguez? And thank you, Mr. Joshua. Hope you're doing well. How's Austin treating you? And Mickey. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. Jamming my chips. Try to take mine. And Paul's like, wait a minute. This is an uncomfortable spot. I think we've all looked down at ace-jack and just been like, eh. It's a lot of chips. Paul does have 2 million. He's our chip leader. A lot of experience. It's like 14 big blind, 15 big blind. I'm not calling there. I like what Paul decided to do. Now Chung is over here in the big blind. Does he want to risk his tournament life with what he's probably going to think is a flip situation? He's actually in really good shape against an ace-4. Nice hand there, though, for Mickey. That's going to put him now up over $1 million. So Paul really comfortable here. He's got 35 big blinds. Didn't lose a whole lot there. Compare that with our 4-seat, who's got 6 big blinds. But we've had it on our streams before. Those shorties keep doubling up and don't get knocked out. It can make for a long and grueling night for some of those middle to even the big stacks, because it's just like everybody's just anticipating these guys getting knocked out. 2 or 3 of them start doubling up, though, and it's a whole new ball game. Kind of got to adjust the strategy. I told these guys we got the live microphones above their heads, and I'm solo tonight, so we would love to hear a little bit of chatter on the table, but I don't know if we've got a chatty bunch tonight. Sometimes it takes a couple of knockouts before we actually get any sort of chatter, so we will see if you guys get to hear more than just this voice. My partner in crime, Mr. R.J. Dupree, is hanging out with Mr. Bob Dupree, his pops, and the rest of his family up in Oklahoma, right there near Norman. Shout out to the Dupree clan. Mr. Matt Pez, I agree. I'm rolling with that 5-5 all day long in that spot. The ladders really don't start getting big until you get, you know, that 5th to 4th place. Pretty insignificant. Hate just giving away those blinds with a pair there, but Harley, another no-brainer there. He's got pocket 10s. See if he can get through the blinds. Get through Gonzo, a.k.a. Poker Jesus. Very solid player and very friendly guy. Got to play with him quite a bit the last few months in some of these tournaments. Always seems to be making a deep run. Don, Dandy Don. He's the one actually rocking the Harley Davidson stuff. He says, nope. No, sir, Mr. Harley. So Harley going to take that one down. I know some of you guys are experienced in the chat in tournaments. Is there anything worse when you're the low stack, when you actually get hands and you are desperate for a double up and you know you just keep getting your all-ins through them, and it's great to survive, but you're like, God, guys, at some point I need somebody to call, double me up or send me home. Stealing blinds is fine and dandy, but you know they're going to keep going up, and you can see that clock right in front of Brittany. There's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and these blinds will be going up again. Absolutely. OG Pez, still out in Arizona. Hope you're doing well, man. The OG Chat Pro for sure. Really had a great thing going when I was just tuning in and a fan of our streams way back in the day. Pez always got the folks chatting and having fun. Nice. Haven't had any opportunities to get out there, but there's a ton of people that play here that have spent some time out there at Talking Stick, right? I always want to say Walking Stick.
Anyone like drinks here? Water, coffee, soda?
Man, they won't even talk to the waitress. Come on, guys. We got a quiet bunch. Oh, come on. Anytime, brother. Yeah, I remember you being in here in the booth with old Mitch, the Godfather, Mitchapalooza. Our friend Michael Tilt joining us. Remind me, Michael, was it the Pacific Northwest, Northern California that you tune in from? Let's see how my memory's doing. Big hand here. Paul's got a big stack, and he's got ace-10 suited. And look at what he's running into. A little upgrade for Harley. He's got the birds, and of course Paul's going to call. Give him a Farfig-Nugan break, I believe, are the words he uttered. All in, and of course a snap call from the big stack with a suited ace-10. Can the aces hold? There is a 10 in the window. All right, that is going to be a double up. Just a little hit to Paul, who's still in a comfortable position. But Harley, who was our shorty, I mentioned he probably wanted to call when he had those 10s, but you're a little more comfortable. Yeah, you're a little more comfortable getting a call when you've got the number ones. the aces. And he's going to be just shy of $1 million now. So big hand there. And I mentioned right as blinds are going up, and he is going to find himself in the small blind. So great timing there for Harley. Texas T, Mr. Taylor, joining us. It's just me, only one lad. We're missing RJ tonight. He's hanging with the fam. Cool, I'm glad I remembered correctly, Michael. Thought it was Northern California.
I haven't done it. It's okay.
Pez, we definitely have some fun tournaments coming up. We've got the Trailblazer Series coming August 25th through September the 8th. But another opportunity to come to Texas would be the World Series of Poker in Austin, September. Chung folded those fives, and he's going to wake up with a couple ladies. Paul doing the raising again with ace-queen, and he's going to have to call off another all-in, and he's going to hate seeing the queens.
See how silly we're gonna get. Come on.
Oh, we've all been there. He has the luxury of a lot of chips right now, but you hate seeing that. He's going to need an ace. Chung is all in for his tournament life with those queens. Ace from space. No. The queens hold. And Paul's going to double up another player from a short stack to now $1 million in chips. Definitely frustrating. We've all been there, but he's still got 1.2 million. Blinds are 40, 80, 80 now. And I mentioned that earlier, those shorties have doubled up, and now we've got to readjust, look around the table, and can't count on everybody else to knock people out now. It's time to really start playing some cards. We've got Mitchell in the 5 seat. Just got through the big blind. He's in the small now with 460,000. Under 6 big blinds. That is unacceptable, Free Panda. Do not put that on me. I'm solo and you're saying I'm going to be here till 5 a.m.? Oh, man. Yeah, production also wagging their finger at us. No, sir. Paul's going to try it again. Ace-5 under the gun, +1. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool story, guys. Let me just double up the whole table. Jimmy Jack has joined us. Paul's thinking it would be great not to get jammed on here. And just a call. So we are going to see a flop 3 ways. All diamonds, and you got one player holding one. It's Jason. Jason's going to poke at it, see how that single diamond's looking. If nobody's landed a pair, he should get this through. And he will. Nice takedown there for Jason. So Pez, the production team now is Cooper. I don't know if Cooper was still part of it back then. I think he was, but Cooper's still a part of it. David Lagana, who was running things from Austin, has gone back into more of a production role with some big-time, what is it, the podcaster-type folks. He's got some kind of celebrities he's doing production for. Of course, David came from a background of doing big-time production for big wrestling events and movie stars and stuff, so he's kind of back in his element. But we really enjoyed having David for a while there, and Cooper here locally. But Cooper's doing all the production stuff now. We're actually just using the online-based stream system, OBS. We've been using a company before, but they were crashing on us a lot, and we said adios. So kind of doing our own thing now. All in for Mitchell. There's our shorty. 420. Smoke him if you got him, he says. Rips it from the button. We all love those suited canooters there. The 8-7 suited, but not good enough for that price. Mitchell will take that one down. Hey, you might not recognize Cooper if you saw him, Pez. He's still got the red hair and the red beard, but the beard is longer and his hair is past his shoulders now, so he's kind of like Red Jesus. Chung's got, what, 12 big blinds? And ace-king. He's under the gun. Definitely some options here. Jamming's definitely not out of the question.
180.
He's going to go 180. Paul's going to do a little inventory. Those red chips are the $100,000 chips, so doesn't look like he has a whole lot there, but he does have 11 big blinds. And he is going to make the call. Fair fight here. Jack 8 suited and ace king. Don't you wish that's the flop you got every time you have ace king? Just top 2 pair or better. And what do you bet when you smash the flop? Go about 60% of the pot there. Paul's like, please tell me there's 2 spades on the board. But no, sir. He's dwindled down from that 2 million starting stack to 800,000. And you could see the look on his face like, what is going on here? I ran so good all day long just to show up at the final table to be y'all's punching bag? Get out of here. I'm telling you, Michael Tilton, I don't know, if we want to set an over-under on the total number of words that will be spoken tonight, other than fold. Fold, call, and all in. Will there be other words spoken tonight other than those? We shall see. Brittany's going to do her best, though, to give us some action with those cards. Hopefully the flops cooperate. We will be streaming again tomorrow night, folks. The PLO Madness, 30K guarantee. Done this a few times already. It's been pretty successful. It's a $300 buy-in starting at 1 p.m. So tell your pastor to wrap up that final prayer. You got a PLO game to get to. It's pastor approved, by the way. So come straight from church to TCH Dallas. Donate to your fellow man, right? The Lord says to be charitable. Come fire away. Gonzo, a believer in the 9 triz, gets that walk in the big blind. Yeah, that is kind of normally the case, right, Jimmy Jack? They lose 3 or 4, can finally relax. Not quite as tense, get a few ladder ups. Ace King, definitely worthy of a jam when you've got less than 10 big blinds. Paul's going to look down at the old mumbler, 5-3 suited. Not good enough there, though. Over to the blinds. And there you go. Mitchell's like, all right, I guess I'll take your chips. I'm not sure if the Streamlabs is even operating anymore. We have definitely gone several of our cash and tournament streams without them responding to us in the Chatsville, so no love, I guess, from Streamlabs. I can't tell what's on our friend Mickey's sweater. It almost looks like a Christmas sweater. I can tell what he's holding, though. It's the Ace King under the gun 2, and he's got 10 big blinds. It's going to go to 200,000. we definitely want to see some gamble all. Pezosaurus.
200.
And Don's going to look down at the computer hand, say no thank you. And what do you know? Rags around the table. The Ace King's winning in the fashion that a lot of us like to win with that hand. Just don't even see a flop. Kiwi said it was 3:50 in the afternoon down there in New Zealand. Awesome. Michael Tilton is coming from Northern California to Dallas in November and hoping to get a chance to get over to TCH. Well, we've got this location here, TCH Dallas, and TCH Social over there in Las Colinas, Irving area. We're really just about 10 to 15 minutes apart, depending on traffic, of course, but both clubs are great. You want to definitely, if you haven't already, download Poker Atlas. It'll show you all the rooms that are in your area, and you can check the tables and all the games that are being spread.
Raise 200.
Oh, you'd get reacclimated in a heartbeat, Pez. We did have a PLO stream last night. We've been doing 2-5 streams on Friday nights, trying to get our 2-5 game going back in Dallas a little bit more. Most of the 2-5 moved over to the Las Colinas room when that club opened. So we've been having this 2-5 stream. Well, the players and some of the fans really wanted to get a PLO stream. And last night we had a player buy in for $600, and he left. He played about 30 minutes after stream, and I think he left with 17,000. He won about 15,000 on stream, and then another 1,000 or so off. It was just wild, and not even winning a whole lot of big pots. It was just 1,000, 800, 2,000. Just, I mean, the dude couldn't miss and was getting great value. We had some folks also get just absolutely dusted. It was a really entertaining PLO stream. You never know what you're going to get with PLO. We had a fun one last night. All in for Mickey. Early position, just says to heck with it. I got a suited ace. He's going to roll with it. Yeah, the next closest winner was about 3K, Pez. So one guy wins 15 to 16,000. The next closest was having a really good night, in a 1-2 PLO game. They did have the $10 straddle on all night long. It was a mandatory one. But man, it was wild. Hey, that's a heck of a run though too. 1,060,000. Jason's got those pocket fives. A little different to call with fives, but it's actually against another ace 4. Similar situation. Yeah, if you remember our then assistant GM, now general manager, Jay Chung, went by Asian Jay last night. He started off the game and got his chips in good several times, and you know how it goes in poker in general, but definitely in PLO. I think he lasted about 30 hands and was down 5K. Evidently, he got it back over at Las Colinas when he left, but we had 3 employees on last night, and they all pretty much got torched. It was one of those streams where just brutal, brutal rivers. No, it was not him that won. It was Jay got torched, unfortunately. But he swears he got it back over at Las Colinas, so good for him. Mr. Scott has joined us, rooting on his buddy Paul. How you doing, Scott? How you running up there at Choctaw? You still in Oklahoma, or did you make it up there? Can't remember if I saw you as one of the guys that was doing a little content from up there. Chung almost lifted his cards up and exposed them. Finally settles on an amount, and that is what, 180. Oh, just getting home from Vegas. Okay, I knew you were somewhere still. Well, safe landing, and hopefully we'll see you soon in these tournament streets here at DFW, my friend. And all in from Mickey. Now what do you do if you're Chung? It's uncomfortable enough to get jammed on when you're holding ace-jack, but ace-10 even more so. Pray that your opponent has 9s or unders. But yeah, it does get out of the way. That's a good discipline lay down there. Squeeze it up. Love it. Yeah, Chung at 1.2 million. No reason to call that there with Mitchell and Harley, Paul, and even Gonzo. 10 blinds and under. Chung loves the multicolored stack. He's a fan of diversity. It's not just an old wooden ship. Settles on him out with the pocket eights. The Cowboys wide receiver hand. Well, looking down at the 88. He's going to go 180 again. He's got pocket freeze. If he thinks that Chung is just raising lots of hands and willing to fold, he could maybe try to come in for a 3-bet there, but threes more often than not gonna get you in trouble. And still, of course, has to go through the small and big blind, or small blind. No, big blind, excuse me, which is our man Gil, who's got 10-5. Gonna do a little inventory on his stack. And he says to heck with it. Can't make a straight without a 5 or a 10. I'm in there. Does hit a piece. Hit something, say something. One player holding a diamond. You can see 90% equity for Chung here. Very safe turn for that hand. I think he should be pretty confident that a 9 would have probably jammed. But he does check back. And that's a great card for the pocket eights. The check back might induce Gil. It does not. Gil playing pretty safe here. And it's just a flick of 300. That's actually going to get called. Looks like a bluff. Smells bluffy, but it is not a bluff. Big old hand. And Chung now over that 2 million mark. And I think I heard a silent dad gummit from our friend Gil. We got our friends Glenn and Lego join us. How you doing, Lego and Blizzard? Friends of the chat, and of course, regulars on our final tables as well. And of course, how could I not mention Mr. Scott and his WSOP circuit ring he won down in Austin when the World Series of Poker made a stop back in April. It's coming back in September, September the 10th. Through the 21st. 2 days after our Trailblazer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area finishes up. So Trailblazer, Dallas and Las Colinas, August 25th through September 8th. 2 days later, WSOP Austin. That's right. Mitchell's going to get another one through. A ring is definitely a ring. Of course, my co-commentator on our Tuesday night cash stream, Aaron Money McAvoy, won the first ever deuce to 7 single draw circuit ring. The first time they had done that event in a circuit event. So Aaron was glad to take that one down. And he actually just picked up another deuce to 7 single draw trophy in the Summer Series event they just had in Austin. Got a really cool limestone Texas-shaped trophy to go with a nice prize. So shout out again to my man Aaron Money McAvoy. Going to be on a little vacay the next week, so you won't get to hear the wonderful voice that joins me on Tuesday nights, but shout out to big AA Ron. All right, good night, Mr. Scott. $160 is the raise. Paul's got a suited ace. He's definitely got some options here. He's got a super short stack next to him. Does not have to just jam here. So he will just call. Hoping to see an advantageous flop. You never know where you're at when you land your ace with an ace-7, ace-6 type of holding, but that's going to bring Chung in as well, so pot beefing up just a little bit. And wow, he's going to land a 7 is Paul in the small. Chung in the big blind has the king. $160 is the bet. I like leading out for Chung here. He's going to find out real quick where his king is. See Paul there with just 3 clean outs. 1 ace and 1 7 have already been folded. Yeah, I would prefer that option, I think, too. God, ace-7 sometimes is just bleh. You got that extra 2% equity because it's suited. He doesn't know what to do. He's chipped down quite a bit. Under 6 big blinds now, but he does have the button. Shorty to his right. Let's look at those payouts real quick. So you can see just $300. Really just the buy-in is the pay jump between 9th and 8th. Another $250 there between 8th and 7th. So start getting into that good. Right around 4th place, 32.20. And I'd love to see these shorties continue to find spots and jam and try to get those double ups. Play for the win. Play for those real pay jumps, really 5th through 1st. Chung up to 2.3 almost. And Gonzo, what are you going to do here? It's been raised under the gun 1. It's just an extra 5 big blinds for his opponent to call were he to jam. Normally, folks are going to call with most holdings for just 4 or 5 more big blinds. Can often get folks to fold extra 7 or 8 if they do have kind of a medium holding there. Yeah, I think it's just a good fold there. Dandy Don in the 2 seat. All the way down at 4% VPIP. It's funny looking at VPIPs at a final table. You know exactly why they're low. Players are not just going to play any 2 cards. It's not a cash game. This is our final 9. They're playing for 12,000. So we will put those VPIPs up throughout the night, but not as relevant of a statistic as when we have our cash games. Chung's on the button. Wants to see the chip stacks, but does decide to fold. I think this is going to be a jam with the ace-6 and the small. It is all in. This is going Gonzo. And what do you do with the 7 deuce? You do what it do when the 7 deuce game is not on. You just light it on fire. Here's the aforementioned Trailblazer Poker Tour. Over $1 million+ guarantees, including the 100K kickoff, the 250 even bigger one, and the 500K main event. Every time we've done one of these here at TCH Dallas, we have just torched those. August 25th through opening week of the NFL season. Going to be a great one. Y'all come on out. The Trailblazer Poker Tour right here, DF Dub. Gonzo has the button now, and he's got the ones. All in again. Not going to mess around. We're going to start calling him Disciplined Don. Sees an ace in the small blind, but says no, not falling for that. Looking at Gil's stack over there. Gil's our shorty. The blinds have just gone up to 50, 100, 100. Gil's got less than 2 big blinds. So players will be folding most hands right now, knowing that there's going to be some battling for Gil's stack. And he's found one to jam. It's an ace-7. And how about an ace-7? No thanks. Ace-5. We'll be tempted here. The equity's at 7 and 9%. Other cards haven't been scanned in yet, so there we go. Harley wants a count. It's a hand that flops pretty well. Just a couple of extra chips to make the call, so we've got an all-in. It's Gil versus Harley. Gil at risk for his tournament life. Can another shorty survive and get a double up? Oh no, the backdoor diamonds are in play. And now the straight is in play. But that is not going to get done. And it was actually a straight for the king-queen on the turn. Big hand there for Harley, and that's going to do it for our friend Gil. First elimination. He's going to take home $1,210 for his trouble today. These players started at 10 a.m., so it's been a long day of poker. Not the prize I'm sure he wanted to go home with, but if he just bought in one time, basically 6x his buy-in. Great run there, Mr. Gill. 1,500 is the magic number now that they've all got locked up, or as Jimmy Jack says, they're trying not to win 1,500. That's not the number they want, but and Jason on the button got a suited ace-10 and a good stack.
If you just post with your big chips, it's just faster for everybody.
Ace queen for Paul. It's time to rip it. Good luck, Mr. Paul. Been a unfriendly final table so far for Paul. Paul has been on really a great run at single-day events, multi-day events. Had some good success out there in Vegas this summer. He's trying to spin up this stack. After taking a real beating, he showed up at the final table. Chip leader, you could tell he's ready for anything. He says, "I ain't messing around, boys. Tisk, tisk, tisk," says Mr. Lego. I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram, Facebook, everything, the big reveal yesterday, the World Series of Poker Austin next stop, which is in September. Their main event is now going to be a $2 million guarantee. Last time in April, it was a $1 million guarantee. They're guaranteeing $2 million. Schedule is officially out. Check the website for that next WSOP circuit stop, September the 10th through September 21st. And they crushed it the first time, so interesting to see if they can do so again. Such a great room down there in Austin. God, I wish I could turn the ads off, Jimmy Jack. I was watching just a cash stream today, and first started me off with a commercial. I skipped forward a few hands, and then I got another commercial, and then it was like 3 minutes later I got I was sick. I was like, I can't even watch this. It is a lot of chips in this jam from Gonzo, but he has been all in 3 times in just the last orbit. What are you guys doing with pocket nines? Jason decides to let him go. And oh my God. Good thing he did, because Harley's going to wake up with a couple ladies. Here we go, all in for Gonzo. Harley, actually the player at risk, is going to need to dodge an 8. One of his queens is gone, but he doesn't need to improve. He's got 85% equity. He just needs these ladies to hold. Right? What a fold! What a freaking fold with those pocket nines. Jason knew. He felt the heat to his left. And here we go. Only 1 8 remains. Maybe a 7 for a sweat. No, he needs the 8 of hearts and the 8 of hearts only. It is the 9 of diamonds. Terrible fold, pocket nines. Terrible fold. What are you doing? How do you fold pocket nines there? Oh my gosh. Harley can only say thank you for folding those nines. And look at Harley. He's up to 2.1 million. Says short stack my rear end. I'm up here with the big boys now, over 2 million. And that is going to get Gonzo down to 185, less than 2 blinds. And what do we wake up with? 10-3. He's like, I can't justify jamming with this basura. Absolute garbage. Harley hadn't even stacked his chips yet, and he's just going to let an ace-10 go. Definitely could have and maybe even should have been Paul and Harley tangling there, 7s versus the ace-10. Had Harley decided to open there, but Paul will gladly take down one and survives another round of blinds. Gonzo in the big blind now. He is all in. I love the chip in the chair type of stories, the ultimate short stack running it up. Let's see if Gonzo can walk on water and spin up a stack here. Jason is going to come in for a raise. Action tracking getting caught up here. There we go. Back over to Mickey, and Mickey's got a beautiful hand. He's got ace-queen suited. And he's just going to put them all in. Not even going to get him in big stacks. He's just going to put them all in. Brittany's just going to move him to the side a little bit so people can see it. She'll give him a count if a player asks for it. Chung is kind of pointing like he may want a count, so Brittany's going to do the separating. All in a raise and a jam. I think you just get rid of king queen here, and he does. We're seeing Gonzo's holding. He's got the king 4 offsuit. And the tracker is trying to get caught up here. Whoa. Jason made the call. Is it a mystery? No, it is king 10 offsuit. Jason is going to gamble here. He will be left with about $1 million. So pure gamble here from the king 10 offsuit. Mickey in great shape against 2 opponents, both holding kings. Needs to dodge those danglers. We know another king was folded. A little stand-up equity for our friend in the 6th seat, Mickey. Needs to dodge a 10. Gets his ace. That is a big old hand. That is going to eliminate Gonzo. And that is a big double up for Mickey. Shout out to Gonzo. He's going to finish in 8th place for $1,500. 8th place out of 246 entries. Great run there. And then there were 7. And we've got 1755 locked up. It's the lovely Victoria of our awesome waitresses. Harley went from the ladies to the birds. And Harley Heater activated again, Mr. Tilton. And Don says, I don't want to be disciplined, Don. I want to be dangerous, Don. But I can't get any hands. Brendan, you love that nickname. Dangerous Don. He's wearing a Sturgis biker rally hat, you know. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of the biker rallies at Sturgis. A lot of ladies on the back of motorcycles not wearing much. Sounds like a good time. I bet Don would invite us. We might get Don to take us to the Sturgis biker rally. I'm always good to watch a good bar fight too, and it is it gets pretty wild up there. In South Dakota. Go see Mount Rushmore before some knucklehead makes us take that down, and then go hang out at the Sturgis biker rally. What the hell else are you going to do in South Dakota? Kiwi, cook us up something good. She's always cooking up some great meals. Pretty spicy flop here with a couple of big stacks. Open-ender and backdoor diamonds for Chung. Mickey does land top pair, has one of those blockers to Chung's straight. But Chung's definitely going to want to see a turn here. Makes the call. Mickey is going to slow down now and check, and I think Chung is going to want to see a free card here. Doesn't always mean weakness. Sometimes they're trying to trap you there. And Whammy does get the card he needs. He's got the Stone Cold Nizzleburgers. Check your nuts, sir. I think he could get paid if he goes small here. I often want to go large when you think your opponent has something here, but two checks to you, you're like, what can I get him to pay me with? $1 million out there. I might have even tickled it smaller to make it look like a bluff, but he goes 450. Most obvious draw gets there, plus it is an overcard. But is this a price that's just too good for Mickey to fold? Just 4 big blinds, 4.5 to make this call. Tough spot. Chung's going to look down at his cards again. It's always fun knowing what the cards are to watch the body language, but when you're at the table and players are doing this stuff, you never know what any of it means. Nice hand, absolutely, and that's, whoa, Brittany pushed it the wrong way. There you go. Chung's like, I'm pretty sure I got the nuts, mama. There we go. The first member of the 3 Million Club, Mr. Chung. What a great time to start running good when you're at a final table playing for $12,000. $250 buy-in. How'd you like to 48x your buy-in? Stuffed cabbage with curried mince. I have no clue what that is, Kiwi. My mom used to make a pie called mincemeat pie. It wasn't meat at all, actually. It was some sort of fruit, and I hated it. But I know mincemeat is a thing. It sounds like an Irish dish with the cabbage.
How much?
I think I would like it now, Michael, but I hated it growing up. There's a lot of stuff I hated as a kid that I like now, but my mom had some weird things that she liked. Don is all in. It's dangerous Don with the pocket nines. He's got the neeners. He's on his bike. Couple of 9 millis, pistols blazing. He is called by Mickey, who's got the 2 overs. Ace-Jack suited. Don is at risk. Jack right there on the flop. Gonna need one of 2 red 9s. And no, the Ace-Jack will hold and eliminate Don with those pocket 9s. Don is going to be our 7th place finisher, take home $17.55. Great run, Don. 7th place out of 246. Heck of a day. Again, these players have been playing since 10 a.m. this morning. We are going on 14 hours of poker. That is a long day. Still not a bad hourly rate, though. Taking home $17.55. Now the new prize is $2,060. These players have locked up.
We've got a 1-3 list. If you're interested in playing 1-3 no limit, we're trying to get you going. Please put your name up on the list. So please come up to the podium and we'll put your name
I
up.
think he hadn't got his chips stacked up just yet, but he's not going to fold an ace. Even with a weak kicker under the gun, he's going to come out raising. Mitchell got a little bit of a mystery hand here. He has a king facing a raise. Imagine if it's a 9-10 or above, he's probably going to jam his whole stack in. But if it's like a king 5 suited or something like that, he's pondering his options here. He's got 200,000 already in the middle. And it's just 125 to call. So he's going to call and hope to see a good flop. And if he's got any of those, he's probably just going to go with it. He does check. And it's probably like a king. Okay, king 8. I was going to say king 3, king 8. You missed everything. Gonna save a stack though. pick another battle. We also had a 4 p.m. Tournament today. $175 buy-in, 15K guarantee. They got to the final table, or the final 9, right around the time that these guys did. They're probably going to finish earlier, though, because they didn't have a break before. Let's see where they are at. I think it was over 5,000 for first place in that one. No, it looks like they finished it up. They did some sort of ICM chop. It was 4,000 for first, 4,055, 3,500 for second. There were 89 entries today for 175 and that deeper stack 15K guarantee. So that one is already finished. So a couple players making some good cheddar there. Only $175 buy-in, and we have a $3,500 second and $4,055 for first. Scotty B. Texas Rangers, indeed, still in first place. Win tomorrow. The broom will come out on Monday. I like hearing that. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned sweep. And Jason says, I disagree. I love a good baseball sweep, but there's 162 games there. I'm trying to win right now on the final table, and I've got aces. Paul, not a 49er fan, lets it go. Can't battle with that one. G Daddy says go Braves. We can root for the Braves.
It's a lot more.
Grew up watching a lot of Braves games as a kid during the summers. Braves and Cubs, obviously you got the WGN network and TBS back then, and it was either that or those soap operas. And well, as an 8-year-old, I wasn't really interested in that kind of drama. Michael Tilton says, go sports ball. Indeed. Sports ball is around the corner. Football will be here before we know it, but it's always poker season down here in Texas. Mitchell is all in with that Jack-8 suited. Mickey makes the call. And now Paul's got 50,000 out there in his small blind. It's 145 more, and he's just counting those chips. He's going to see that his cards were actually good, but we're going to get a full run out, and I might take one of these other holdings over that hand. Well, not when you flop an ace. Gross, gross, gross. Paul could have got the good old-fashioned triple up there. Instead, he gets a ladder up, though, because Mitchell is eliminated by Mickey. Congratulations again to Mitchell. First time on a TCH final table stream here in Dallas. He's got $2,060 he's going to get to take home. 6th place out of 246. Not too shabby, my friend. With that Georgia Tech hat, he might have grown up watching those Braves too. And indeed, Dale Murphy, heck of a player. So I really was paying attention to the Braves. And those Chipper Jones, Freddie McGriff, David Justice. How can you forget David Justice out there in right field? And of course that pitching staff, just insane. Brandy is indeed Crush of Dreams. She and I run historically bad together on cash tables. She always says to me, Eric, you want to take a 30-minute break? I'm like, gosh, you hate seeing my face? She's like, no, but I don't really like watching you lose. I figured it out once. I averaged about a $300 loss during her downs in the cash game, so it probably would have been wise to just walk away, but you know, she's a pretty gal. Easy on the eyes and easy to talk to. And I don't really get into that superstition, mambo, jahambo. Back over to Jason, under the gun. Just tried to sneak in there with the pocket threes, but he says no more sneaking. It's jammy jam time. He says it's hard to get a pair in poker. I've got one now. Come get you some. And Mickey would snap call if he knew he had 2 overs. And clubs covered. But are we really wanting to call off $1 million in chips with King 6 off or suited? You know what solvers and books and all that stuff would say. Oh, wow, he is going to go with it with the King 6. And you can see the reaction from Jason. Just kind of huffed and was like, I kind of wanted to get that through. If you had a hand like that, I wanted to get that through and get you to fold. Now he's got to have threes hold. Jason is at risk. Paul even getting some stand-up equity and a stretch in. This is not what you call a classic. It is a race, but it's not anything classic about it. Threes versus King 6. And there's a 3. Lock it up for Jason. Says, I was going to be just fine with you folding there, sir, but you called me, you hit your king. I thought I was out the door. Saved by the 3 of spades, and Jason's dragging a pot with new life. Big old hand. So a little bit of a hit there for Mickey. Am I wrong, guys? Is King 6 suited there? Is he supposed to call? I'm thinking that's a fold all day, every day, but I'm here in the booth. These guys are at the final table. Let me know what you're doing with King 6 suited there for over 800,000 more. $1 million total at a final table. He does have tons of chips over there, but he would have had a lot more had he folded that one. He's staying aggressive. Blinds did go up again. There's 60,000, 120, 120. Confianca Probabilistica. Hello from Brazil. That is a mouthful. Not going to say it, Brendan. Harley's going to fold. Look at Brittany helping us out so we can see what those cards were. 9-7, dominated. He's going to let it go. Jason stretching out that rotator cuff a little bit. Thought he was out the door. That king 6 spiked a king on the flop, but hello, 3 of spades, corner pocket right there on the turn. Sit back down, young man. You ain't going nowhere. Tommy Guns, right on time. Brigman, right on time. You come on, guys. Too easy. She didn't say it very clearly, though. Because if she can say it clearly, I think you got a problem. We don't know what Mickey's other card is, but we know he's got trips at minimum. And Harley's got, well, we're going to call that jack shit because he don't have nothing. And it goes check, check. There you go. And a 10 would be a really dirty card. A 6 is the only card that Harley can hit. A 10 would be naughty. That would give him the jack high straight. And, of course, Mickey the Boatskis. And he's going to put a couple of those little short stacks out there. He's got the old double gutter, and one of them is dead. I think you love that card if you're Mickey, but when it gets checked to you, I think you can put a good value bet in here. Yeah, I agree. There may be a solver floating the river that says, oh, you already put, 250 out there. You're going to call there for 7 big blinds or whatever technically that was. But I just, the final table, I don't want to give up any big blinds. Those chips held on to are worth cash money. And he's right back up to $3 million, so took a little hit there earlier. Got it back. Oh, nice. Where in Virginia? World Series of Poker coming to Virginia. Now, what city is that going to be in? I may make a little trip out to Roanoke to visit a customer of mine doing some pipeline work in Virginia. It's actually working on an airport in Roanoke. Not exactly sure where that's located in the state of Virginia. Definitely heard of the town of Roanoke. We've got a Roanoke right here, and Tejas as well, not too far from here. Yes. Playing the mumbler. Danville at the new Caesars in Virginia. Hell yeah. We've got an all-in from Paul. I love the 7-9 suited. That's the year I was born there, 79, so love playing that, but not always for my tournament life. But his cards are live. You can see 41-59. Pretty fair fight here with that 7-9. Came to our final table as the chip leader. He's now at risk. And he's going to need a jack. There's 3 jacks left. Jacker an 8. There's the jack. Jack ball corner pocket for Party Paul. He's doing a little party dance over there. Let's go. It's actually fun to see somebody get to smile at a final table when all we've seen since he got to this final table has just been cooler after cooler. or somebody just having him pipped the whole time. Really is what the story's been. So no more pipping Paul. Got the double. Knobs. All right, I'm gonna do a little Google search, look up Danville. Is the casino already open? I'm guessing so. Jason gonna win one. He's up over 2.3 million. Most of that courtesy of that, really the courteous call he got from the King 6. Paul got through the blinds, got doubled up, so he's now on the button. Oh, that is Southern Virginia, okay. Just north of Greensboro, North Carolina, by about an hour or so. Oh, been open for a year, okay. Party Paul, he's doing it again. He's got a queen, and she's suited in a pretty dress. Nobody wants to dance, and he's now up over 870. Let's go. Teak Toka saying you're better off just buying in before the end of the rebuys and just punting ace rags. We welcome those players. Buy in with less than 10 or 15 to 12 big blinds or so and just have to get it in with an ace rag. Tends to add to the prize pool.
Michael, 1-2, no limit.
So Roanoke is north and west just a little bit, but it looks like it's a good ways away. Jason loved those threes the first time. He's going to try them again. So the new Caesars in Danville, Virginia, folks. If you're thinking about going out and playing a little over there on the east side of the country, I don't really want to call it the East Coast because it's really not close to the ocean at all. A few hours away, way farther inland, and right there on the border of North Carolina and Virginia. But I'm sure it's pretty country out there. Hills and mountains and trees. You know, all those things we have so much of right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We got trees. Most of them were planted.
75.
Get into East Texas, you get some good trees, but most of what we have in the Fort Worth area, the Dallas area, more shrubs. Stacking chips, again, is our man Jason. He's our chip leader. Oh, nice. I've been to Raleigh. Raleigh's a cool town. Raleigh-Durham Bulls. Went to a Durham Bulls game. Yeah, we've talked a little bit about freeze outs. I know there's another club that started doing them here recently. I think that's a pretty cool thing, and maybe that'll be unique for them. That's a big chunky raise there. Definitely got his chips assembled a little different. Got them all color coded. Paul would have loved to have seen his cards. He would get after it there with those 2 overs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Brigman. Where'd you work in the oil field, and what job? I've been in and around the industry for, God, I guess it's been 14 years now. Gone through definitely some serious ups and downs in that industry. In sales, I worked in the field for about 1.5 years as well, out in West Texas. I'm back in it now, but I'm on the pipeline and construction side, so not just stuck doing the drilling stuff, which is very volatile with those oil prices. Paul's all in with ace-jack, and Mickey had raised it up, and now he's got to decide, is he taking Dolly Parton to work here? 9-5. This is probably one he is getting too good of a price. Does decide to let it go. That is very good discipline. Maybe he learned his lesson after the last time. I love seeing the aggressive play on the button. Another look at our V-pips there. Mickey's definitely been playing the most hands, putting the most in pots voluntarily. Pre-flop, of course, but not too significant of a statistic at a final table. These players are trying to ladder up and get that top prize. Good old coil tubing. Big old scorpions in the air. These are coil tubing rig ups are always fun to look at. I worked as a wellhead technician for Cameron out in West Texas, New Mexico myself. All right, Ace King is all in, and it is a flip. Paul likes to see it's an under pair, so the classic middling pair and 2 overs. And there's a king ball. Got the ace of spades as well. 0 outs for Jason, as our smart table here knew those 2 eights had already been folded. So Paul, right back where he was and more. Started the table with 2 million in chips. As the chip leader, he's now got 2.64. Can't get rid of him. Party Paul in the place to be. Oh, yeah. Where did you do your training for Schlumberger? Up there in Kellyville? That's where I did my wellhead training, Kellyville, Oklahoma. We stayed on what they called the River Walk in Tulsa, and that big-ass river was maybe a quarter full, so you could actually walk on a lot of what was supposed to be the river and the River Walk. Not a bad little area, though, but God bless you Tulsa folks, but that's not on my top 10,000 places I'd ever want to live. Now Paul's got some raising chips. He can actually start playing hands without having to just go crazy and jam. And ace-9 is going to go all in, and Paul says, I call. Here we go. Harley and Paul for a 2.5 million chip pot. Oh, something for everybody. Paul needs a king or a jack or a 10. It's a jack. Oh, my goodness. Paul is on the heater now. The Harley heater has been extinguished. Congrats to Harley, though. First time on our final table here at TCH Dallas. Great run to finish in 5th place out of that 246 entries. He's going to take home just under 2,500. Great job, Harley. Battled from a short stack to get several ladder ups. Over $1,200 in ladder up from 9th to 5th. GG's, and we hope to see you back on another final table. I know I'm itching to get back on one. I've been on 2 here at TCH Dallas, but it's been since November of last year. Haven't really put in the volume that I need to, probably to get to one, but damn it, we're going to make it happen soon. And we've got another opportunity coming up as the even bigger one is going on starting this Tuesday. That's our 250K guarantee, $300 buy-in. They had a satellite already for that tonight. We will be streaming that final table next Monday, not this coming, but the following. And that's our 250K guarantee, even bigger one. We did 2 of those this month. We had one kind of the second week, I think it was, in July, and now we're doing another one. First time it had been under a $50,000 first place prize. It's been all the way up to $80,000 in that tournament off of a $300 buy-in. This past one, it was $48,000 for first. Still crushed the guarantee by a little bit, but a lot going on, obviously, at Choctaw throughout the state. But we are definitely looking forward to a really nice turnout in next week's even bigger one starting Tuesday. Flights at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. every day, Tuesday through Saturday. All right, no all-ins. It's just small blind versus big blind. It'll be hard to represent those hands. Paul does have an open ender on the bottom end. And 130, just over a big blind, and easy takedown there for Party Paul, who's partying in the $4 million section. First one over 4 million chips. But everybody's kind of comfortable right now. Jason with 1.4. He's got 12 big blinds, so nobody's really going to be in just a big hurry to get it all in with Jason either without a really strong holding. So things have evened out a little bit, even though Paul does have 4 million. These other 3 players, plenty of play ability left with their stacks. Suited Canuters. Yes, sir, Brigman. Lego, did I say 10,000? Maybe that sounded like I was throwing a little shade. That's a whole lot of cities I'd picked before Tulsa. Maybe 7,200. Hand number 55. We're four-handed. Sometimes this is where it stalls when we get four-handed. Kind of stalling right now with 6-4 offsuit. Somehow he talks himself into it here. For just a click. And does get rewarded with a pair, but 2 overcards. Definitely could be in Mickey's range. Look at this, Chung. Says, I don't believe you. I've seen you do this on the button already and fold when you faced aggression. I got a pair. Come get you some. And what do you do with the 9-8 suited? Well, you surrender. Nice hand there for Chung. Will not be pushed around. Well played, young man. 3,200 is what they've got locked up. 3,220. Then we get those juicy pay jumps of 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000 almost dollars. About 3,600 is the jump between second and first.
What about ace 5 of hearts? Flop that flush.
We got North Carolina in the house. We got Northern California in the house tonight. Of course, we got Kiwi tuning in from New Zealand. Mickey's packed his bags. He's shipping it on the button. Says he's on the button. I think he's not on the button, or maybe he is. It's kind of in no man's land over there. Anybody else in the chat? Saturday night, going into Sunday morning here at 30 minutes after midnight. Where are you watching from? Are you in the DFW area, in the great state of Texas, or are you hanging out elsewhere? We got Brazil. How can I forget? We got Brazil in the house. Let me know what town you are currently in, and I will shout you out. Appreciate you joining us, all you fine folks. Jason, all in, suited, canuted, 10-9. And big blind cannot. Hell yeah. You tell Dottie I said hello. She's a sweet lady. Kenny, Texas in the house. What's up, Scott? Southern Indiana. Bun Level, North Carolina. Boston. Freaking Boston in the house. Let's go. Bossier City in the house. Jason is tuning in from Palm Coast, Florida. Caden Williams. The Fort Whizzle. I love me some Funky Town. And Big Earl Crosby, my man, in Jacksonville, Florida. How are things over there in hot, humid, sunny Florida? Still haven't been out to Jacksonville. Went to Fort Lauderdale for the first time last year. Had a great time out there. First time actually to Florida as an adult. The only 2 times I'd been to Orlando and Destin. Orlando as a kid went to Disney World, and went to Destin probably when I was 13 or so. Finally got to Florida as an adult, had a blast. Played at the Hollywood Casino out there, had a good time. Lego's chilling in the master bedroom. And Paris, Texas in the house. What's going on, Paris? Let's go. The Heel True Creef has given us a super chat for $1. $1 goes a long way. The production boys say thank you. 10 ECs. Gee, Daddy. Chung going to take one down there with the 3-4. Stuck in Lodi. Says Chris Conright. What's going on, Chris? Stuck in Lodi. Yeah, that's the song. Good stuff. A little off key there, but we tried. John Fogarty. CCR, the real CCR. No shade to them boys up in Oklahoma, but Creedence Clearwater Revival. They were the OG CCR. And some of the best road tripping music out there. Modesto. I hate to tell you, Daryl, why I know the city of Modesto. Probably the reason that most people that were alive in the late 90s, that all went down in the late 90s. But I hear Modesto is actually a great area. This is a tournament. Cash doesn't play. I think Paul's got some tipping dollars there for the waitresses. He's going to get colored up real quick by our man Funky G. That's Felipe. Chung is going to run off. They don't stop the clock just because somebody has to go to the bathroom. So Chung's on the button. He's going to do a dead sprint. Run to the restroom real quick. Ripped and Buff. Buff Bagwell in the house. Says, I see a bad moon rising. Yep. That was one of the coolest football nicknames for Andre Rison. Chris Berman called him Andre Bad Moon Rising. But another hell of a song by CCR. Mickey going to take this one down with the 10-6. Patrick Murray. The OC, he says. Oklahoma City. Now, I could live in Oklahoma City. I'm sorry, Tulsa friends. I don't think I could do it. I did it for 6 weeks. 6 weeks was enough in Tulsa for me. But I like Oklahoma City. Frillies, indeed. Not sure if it's still open. Let's see what else Modesto is famous for besides, unfortunately, Scott Peterson knucklehead. I know the town has a lot more than that horrible story. East of San Jose, San Fran. Queen 8-8. Nobody landing here, but if anybody wants to take a stab at it, it's probably their pot. Chung does stab here. And Paul may be thinking about trying a little something here. There's 1.1 million now in the middle. And if you don't believe your opponent has any of this, yeah, he was thinking about it. He kind of grinned as he let it go. Obviously, we know it would have got through, but got that big stack. It doesn't want to just start giving it away. Oh, so Modesto's surrounded by a lot of farmland and some wineries. Okay. It's been honored as a tree city. All right, I'm learning some things. Toledo. I've not been to Toledo, Ohio. I've been to Cincinnati. And what is the town? Is it Oxford? That the University of Miami, Ohio is in. Went to a leadership college after my freshman year at TCU at Miami of Ohio University there, and I did a little field trip down to Cincinnati. Had a pretty good time. Went to a Reds game. That was a pretty campus though, Miami, Ohio. Pittsburgh, PA in the house. Mortis Diva says Cincinnati is so cursed. The football team, or what else is cursed about Cincinnati? Paul's coming in with a large raise, 425, and that's going to get it done. Lexington, Kentucky, indeed. Heel crew chief. I guess technically maybe I would say I've never been to Kentucky, but I think the airport that you land in is actually in Kentucky, right? But yeah, I want to see all 50 states and do something cool in all 50 before I die. I've got about 20 or so left. Maybe 18. It's a few states. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do in Nebraska, Iowa. I'll have to find something. Anybody here been to all 50 states? It'd be cool to play poker in all 50 states, but I don't think poker is definitely not legal in all 50 states. I know there's a few states that aren't very populous, so you may have to search pretty hard to find one. No, I do not consider driving through a state or a stop at an airport as visiting that state. I have to do something significant, like eat at a badass restaurant, go to a concert, check some, touristy spots out, visit a monument, something like that. Paul was all in with those ladies. Jason went all in with ace-3. That is music to the ears of Paul. Mickey can't call. He's got 3 deuce. And Jason's going to see the bad news. He's going to have really 3 outs here. One of his 3s is also missing. Jason's going to be at risk. And there's a queen, but he needs a deuce now. Still needs a deuce. It's a 4. It's going to be queens full for Party Paul. He's joined the 5 million club now. He's got 5 million in chips, and that's going to do it for Jason. Heck of a run. Was not afraid to get his chips in at this final table. He's going to finish in 4th place. and get $3,220. $3,220 for his efforts. Fourth place
How can you
out of 246 entries.
like
Usually chip count ICM.
what?
Usually
I would like to get some better hands than you by the river sometime.
Toledo has good poker. Okay. G-Daddy has been to them all. Earl Crosby's been to 45 states. I like it.
I have to come out here and bluff and try them in pot, which you do too, but you're hitting value. Let me get some value. I've had one premium pocket here in 10 hours. 10 hours, not one premium pocket. I lost the
Yeah, I think if you go up to like the Northeast, you know, up in the New England area, you know, the original colonies, right? You go to some of those states up there, I think you can see a bunch of them in like just a day or two just driving. Whereas like, you know, Texas, you spend several days trying to drive across the state of Texas. But you could hit up, you know, Delaware, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, a bunch of those in a day and just count them all as you make some pit stops. Paul is he is partying, baby. He's going to go from queens to kings.
775.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Chung is laughing. And there you go. Mickey had gone all in with that queen 9 on the button. And uh-oh, he runs right into the kings of Paul. Mickey at risk. The Kennedys can't dodge the bullet.
I should have called you a few times, but you were really short.
Oh shit.
But Mickey didn't have one.
Get away. Get away.
Yeah, I hit 8.
Paul is still partying, folks. And he is in the 7 million club. And that's going to do it for our man Mickey. Shout out to Mickey, another player who was not shy about getting his chips in, played to win, got to respect that. Going to finish in third place. Healthy prize there, $52.95 for his efforts. Great run there for Mickey. Gonna have a quick dealer switch out. Gonna throw out a video real quick while we do.
The biggest poker series in Texas history happened right here at Texas Card House.
By the way, see if you can spot
More than
me in this video.
11,000 entries came through these doors, over $7 million awarded. And that was just one series. Now, Texas Card House is bringing 2 major tournament series back to back. First, the Trailblazer Poker Tour opens in Dallas and Las Colinas, August 25th through September 8. Then, the World Series of Poker Circuit returns to Austin, September 10 through September 21st. Welcome to the biggest poker month in Texas, only at Texas Card House.
All right, players went to go take a quick bathroom break, which is great because that means we don't have to take like a full 7-minute break. So they're just going to run, take a quick bathroom break. We'll get back to visiting these states. Toledo has great poker. I enjoyed North Carolina, by the way, Heel Crew. Went to Wilmington Beach, had a good time in Charlotte with a friend.
Sounds good. All right, guys.
That's right. I mean, Paul sat down at this final table with 2 million in chips. He was the chip leader and just got slaughtered. Went from 2 million down to 400,000 in just a couple of orbits and had kind of that defeatist look on his face, but he stayed with it, didn't let it get to him, and found some spots. And here he is, big chip leading.
It's a
Party
easy
Paul
on this one.
versus Chung.
Easier.
Heads up, hand 68.
All right.
And that is a serious transition Brittany just went through. That's now Pat. Party Pat, we'll call him.
Raise it up. 350.
Short stack, don't care. He's on the button. And he's got a king. He's going to come out raising. God, I hope you're right, Jimmy Jack. I will not be here till 5 a.m. 6 will land for Chung. Let's check to him, and I'm sure he's going to continue after hitting a pair here. $250 is the bet. Paul's got such a big chip lead.
Take a little mercy on me too next time.
He can definitely get creative, put pressure back on his opponent. And of course, if you get ripped on, you can just fold. But he does decide to play it safe there and just get out of the way. Let Chung take a small one down.
So this time we'll do 150 and we do 75. Thank you.
I'm not sure, Caden. I have not looked at the Trailblazer 100K 250 or the 500K actual schedule yet.
Raise 400K.
But I imagine they will have quite a few. Definitely will be great structure, and Lego is right. End of August and into September. If you're a tournament player, you're going to have a lot of tournament options to fire in, and it'll get quite expensive if you're not cashing in them or binking one. Of course, I'm partial for our clubs here in the Dallas area, but I had such a good time down in Austin. I definitely am going to have to show my face down there again. I think I played in one of the earlier events, did not play the main event down there, but had a good time and cashed in one of the events I played in down there. But man, it was a blast. People came in from all over the place for that World Series of Poker circuit event. Chung raising it up on the button. And Paul is going to call with king high. Another good flop for Chung. Paul has missed, but he's going to try to represent big cards. He called the raise, and now he's coming out swinging.
Go ahead. Hugh, transfer to 3. Go ahead. Collins, transfer to 7.
Chung's got second pair. I don't think he's going to fold here. could be dead wrong, though. I am. He is going to fold. So, nice play from Paul. Just thinking if this guy does not have an ace, he's going to be uncomfortable. Puts a little bet out there and steals some chips from the better hand. 7.385 for Paul. Just over 2 million for Chung. Chung has got his work cut out for him. Two double ups and they will be swapping places.
Raise. 350.
Normally we do a what hand is going to be our first heads up hand. We already got to that. So what's going to be the final hand number tonight, folks? Throw it out there in the chat. Let me know what's going to be the final hand tonight. We're on hand 71 right now. Paul's got 7-2 chip lead. That's going to change, though, as Chung has also hit a pair here. He's got top pair. And he's betting 700,000. 21.86. Okay, there you go. Better. Lego says we're going to be here till Christmas. And 420.69. I got 86. Realistic. 88 from Jimmy Jack. 94 from Chumba.
Heads up.
Now that's a cool story.
You act first.
Kobe DeBose says, Party Paul,
You're,
my best friend from law school, beat my ass in poker since 2010. Well, that's fair. Did not know Paul went to law school.
Yeah, button X first, pre-flop, yeah. Little screen.
Jimmy Pierce says, we're getting out of here in just 7 hands. We're on hand 72. No complaints from me. Oh, I see what you say, yeah, G-Daddy.
Oh.
Party Paul, he's going to party like it's 1999.
650.
He's got 2 9s. Chung's like, my card's added up to 9. Nice hand there, sir.
I really want to see a flop there.
Don't forget tomorrow, PLO Madness, 1 p.m. Get your butt over here. $300 buy-in, 30K guarantee. We will be streaming that final table as well tomorrow night. And there is Funky G Felipe bringing the Lone Star Trophy out. The beautiful crystal trophy made by our good friend Bob at his company Aeon Crystal. In the commemorative coin. That's going to go to the winner of the tournament along with 12,000 big ones. Tommy likes them natural. Natural 9. Have to ship it, he says. I have actually never played any baccarat. I feel like I'd get hooked on that game. Lizard says we're going to play till hand 93. And if you pick the exact hand that we end on, folks, you know what you get? A high five and a thumbs up from Brendan in production.
Raise. 350. Straight up.
Maybe one day I will convince him to give me an idea of something that I can do for our good friends and fans in the chat. Of course, I'm one of them. I watched this stream for a couple years before they called me into the booth for some help. They hadn't kicked me out yet. It's been over 3 years. I've been having a blast doing it. If y'all weren't engaging in the chat, it would not be fun, especially on a night like this when last minute I'm solo.
Make it 325.
Which 40-40-40 you talking about, Lego? Where's that one?
Re-raise.
And Paul on the button, gonna open up, and Chung is gonna raise 3-bet to $1 million. He's committing himself with ace-8.
They're trying to break this out of your stack.
I did not know they were having one. When does that start? I've heard that 40-40-40 is awesome. You know, a lot of the Choctaw circuit events I know have like a $20,000, I mean a 20K stack, excuse me, not $20,000, but a 20K starting stack. I like the kind of middling to deeper stack tournaments. That's awesome. 10 a.m. tomorrow, okay. Well, get some sleep, man. Jeesh. Are you already up there, Choctaw, or are you driving in the morning? Hand 77. Nobody picked 77.
You're confused.
Took me a little bit.
All right. What's the buy-in on the 40-40-40? And has there ever been a baseball player hit 40 home runs, 40 doubles, and steal 40 bases? I remember when Jose Canseco was the first 40-40 guy. Chung all in with ace-king. Paul wants nothing to do with that with the queen-9. I don't think Jose had 40 doubles that year, but I could be wrong. So the original 40-40, the home runs and stolen bases was Jose, then Barry Bonds, and Alex.
Makes it 350.
Acey Deucey. Paul needs to put some chips in to get rid of that 666 chip stack. He is. He's going to re-raise it.
$875.
Shohei had 50-50-50. That's disgusting.
Oh. Looks like you guys have a break.
What? Do these guys actually want to break? That's the question. Or do they want to keep playing?
Stretch your legs, grab a drink.
I've never seen him with this hoodie on, so you've unleashed something.
They just did a little bathroom break. Felipe is going to get rid of a few of those blue chips there. So I guess they are going to take a quick one. Alfonso Soriano had 46 home runs, 41 doubles, and 41 stolen bases. There's a little 40-40-41. So PLO Madness starts here at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's a 30K starting stack, 30-minute blind level. Great PLO structure there, $300 buy-in. If you like PLO, or if somebody that just likes PLO tournaments, this one is for you. We've had a lot of requests for this. Definitely want to make sure we meet that guarantee, but hopefully we crush it. I know a lot of folks will be coming back from Choctaw if they didn't make a deep run into day 2. We are going to stream that tomorrow night. Starts at 1 p.m. Registration is going to go on for a few hours. Come on out tomorrow for that. Reminder that this coming Tuesday is the start of our even bigger one. That's $250K guarantee, $300 buy-in. 2 flights a day, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Day 2 on Sunday. Everybody that makes day 2, of course, is in the money.
What's the difference in payout?
And then Monday night, not this Monday, but the following, is when we will have the even bigger one, final table, one more time this month, and hopefully a bigger prize. Last one was $48,000. Crazy to say that $48,000 first place prize on a $300 buy-in tournament was not a good one. For us, it wasn't. We've had a lot of 60,000 plus, 70, and even right at 80,000 for first place in those even bigger one tournaments. Only one player has either chopped or won it more than once. It's been a new person every month since we've been doing that. It's been, God, I think a couple years now, or a year and a half, that we've had that even bigger one tournament, the 250K. So every month, at least once when we do it, you usually do it once a month. This month we're doing it twice, but every month there's somebody new winning 50K plus off of a $300 buy-in. I got close, damn it. I finished in 8th. It was just 7 spots away from 60,000. Would love to get to another final table and see if I can't get a little closer or maybe bink one of those, but we're going to keep doing them as long as you guys and gals keep showing up. It's definitely the greatest monthly tournament in all of the land. Yeah, Ronald Acuna had 41 homers and 73 stolen bases. Yeah, besides that guys can't hit the ball for crap anymore. I mean, they can hit it for power, but the batting averages have gone so far down. It bothers the hell out of me, because I remember as a kid, I'd look at the back of a baseball card, and if a guy wasn't batting 275, I would put it over in the either average or trash pile. Now, 275 is like, oh, he's having a good year. That's legit. You know, the days of the 3, 4, 5 guys batting over 330. You know, a couple guys crept up there for a good run at, the 400 batting average, 390, 385. I mean, it's crazy to me that they can't hit for average anymore. But I also miss the guys that would steal 100 bases, the Ricky Hendersons, Vince Colemans, some of those speedsters. Those were fun to watch. So I did not know that Acuna had that many stolen bases, 73. That's awesome. Our man Pat patiently waiting, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. I'm going to put one more video up real quick, because if you're somebody who's interested in poker, thought about maybe finding your way into a job in the poker industry, we have an opportunity right now to do just that, and at a really good price. If you want to become a poker dealer, one of our very own doesn't live here full-time, deals here full-time, and the rest of the year he focuses on training. I'm going to put up a video real quick. It's our buddy Mark, and True Poker Dealer is his website. He and Texas Card House have partnered together to do a training. It's already started. I think it's going through the 27th tomorrow, but you can definitely reach out to Mark and his website, his email, find out if he's going to be doing more of these. But there's a code right there to save you $150. I know he is much more affordable than some of those other folks that do remote trainings and train Vegas dealers, but Mark is a great guy, a great dealer. He's trained some of the best poker dealers in the country, and he's got this thing going on right now. We're going to need dealers for those 2 huge upcoming events that we have, the Trailblazer Poker Tour, and especially that World Series of Poker circuit event in Austin. And Mark can get you trained up and ready to rock and get hired on for that. So definitely take the opportunity if you want to become a poker dealer and learn from the man Mark. Here is Mark.
Most poker players are trying to make money at poker the hardest way possible. They buy in, sit down, and try to beat the table. But there's another way
That's
to
not
make money
Javier
around poker.
Bardem, by the way. That is
Learn
Mark.
to deal. True Poker Dealer is helping players learn this skill, and Texas Card House is supporting this initiative because there's a real need for more dealers, especially with the WSOP circuit event coming in September. If you already love poker, dealing puts you in the middle of the action. You see every hand, every player, every decision, and you start to understand the game from the other side of the table. Poker doesn't have to be something you only spend money on. It can be a skill that pays you back. You know the game, now run it. The next class starts July 20th and spots are limited. Sign up now.
There you go. So True Poker Dealer, Mark actually has some great content that's free that you can check out, but obviously he's doing this for a living as well. So his courses, and to get trained up by him, you're definitely going to want to do that and support him. But it's a really good price compared to what I've seen. I actually looked it up to kind of fact check him. There's some people that are charging a lot more than him, and he's obviously partnering with TCH to offer a $150 discount to take his courses. But he's got some great free online videos that you can watch as well. But if y'all have ever met Mark, he's just a stand-up dude and a hell of a poker dealer. Creative, you ain't wrong. Tony Gwynn's. Remember those years like Larry Walker, Todd Helton? I mean, obviously guys were playing in Colorado, so that adds to some of that batting average. But I really thought when they got rid of the shift that would help out a lot. They would shift the whole damn team over into right field, and those left-handed batters were just always grounding out to some guy standing halfway out into right field or into center. But, the only thing I've heard is really that different as far as the pitching goes is, the average fastball is, closer to 95 now, where, 90 was kind of average, 15 years ago. But I think the batters would be able to adjust. But who knows? Party Paul coming back to the table, and he's looking down at a party of kings. Yeah, Lego had some good runs there. He's playing it sneaky. Chung doesn't get anywhere near that board.
300.
Friendly show there from Paul. To which one Lego says, tisk, tisk, tisk. Been a second since I've actually shown what these two guys are playing for. They're not just playing for pride, they're playing for big money. And a trophy and a coin, of course. And we've got 8-4 suited, Randy Moss and Stinkbait. The hook with a duty on it. Pretty damn good flop for Chung here. Flush draw. Straight flush gut shot. He's got a pair. And easy peasy for Chung. There you go. They've got 84.80 locked up. $8,480. But a huge pay jump. 3,600 between first and second. Paul still with that 7-2 chip lead, and he's going to wake up with another premium ace-jack.
Race to 450.
Blinds are up at 100, 200, 200. Raises to 450. Chung can defend with a queen. Not going to like that deuce kicker, though.
We'll keep her too.
Chung's dipped under 2 million. Just gonna make the call, and Paul's got king high, king 4 suited. Doesn't raise though, but doesn't need to. He's just gonna nail a king right there in the window. Gutter ball, backdoor diamonds.
200.
For Chung.
Race is 600.
Yeah, Paul wastes no time. Says, I got top pair. If you got that beat, stick it in. A lot of turn cards he's going to like here with that gutter and backdoor diamonds. Paul's going to charge him a hefty price, especially on a turn like that. 1.8 million out there. He's just got 885 left. So Paul is going to give him the business. Nice hand there for Paul. And dire straits. It's not just a band. That's the situation our friend in the 9 seed is in. Uphill battle for Chung.
You're going to be big blind.
4.5 big blinds.
Yeah, the button's always small.
And he's on the big blind right now. So he is taking a 400K hit right here if he can't win this hand. I imagine if he's got anything, we're just getting it all in right here. Paul's got a queen 9. Probably going to put him in. He does. And wow, must have been something really dusty. It was 6-5. Man, hell, I don't know. I don't know. I might just say, I hope these are live. Let's get a low flop. And now he's got the 9 triz, and he's going to have to let that one go too. Yay. 9 million club for Party Paul. He's in the penthouse. Penthouse Paul now. Thank you, Kiwi. Thank you for always making it fun and engaging in the chat as well. And sharing with us your wonderful dinner you made. Chung is all in. He doesn't have a choice. I think the count's maybe off a little bit because he's got some blue chips over there, but he's got 400 in there. I think that's what they're figuring out right now.
All in.
And I don't care what you have, you're putting your stack in. There's no more ICMs. I mean, you can't fold here. Doesn't matter what you have. Deuce 7, deuce 3, 8, 3. All right, he is going to make the call, the clear call. And he's got the best hand so far. He's got queen 6. They're going to get that stack right. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Paul's going to stand up. He's hoping that he's going to deliver the knockout blow. Wow. 6? Wow, it is a double up. What a hand. Gutter ball, spade draw for Paul.
All right, we're all set.
And then two cards he could hit pairs of as well. But it's the 6 that lands. Queen high, of course, was still good at the time as well. There you go. Chung back up to 3 big blinds and some change. I think I'm just going with whatever hand right here as well. See if you can't just catch fire Gonna have, you know, roughly 30 or so % equity against, you know, any non-big pair. 2 random cards, heads up. Queen 6 again to see if he believes in the Queen 6 2 hands in a row.
Raise all in.
He does. And Paul's got the computer hand. Very often they're going to chop this hand. It's 63-37 though.
Got 1.3 million.
Paul's like, I wish this hand didn't have a name. If it wasn't called the computer hand, I may just chunk it. But if a computer tells me to play it, decisions. Does make the call, and
All in a call. Let me know when
there's the reaction. Got him pipped. A lot of chop opportunities here, though, for Chung, and he will take a chop. No doubt about it. He'll take a bunch of 6s, too, but he will settle for a chop. And there's a 6. How do you do? Needs to dodge a 7 or running straights or hearts. There's a straight draw and a heart draw. Always a sweat.
Heart 5, 7. Heart 5, 7.
Heart 5-7. Heart 5-7 does not come through. And Chung gets that much needed double up. Hitting that 6. The Queen 6 might be Chung's new favorite hand. If he somehow turns this around and takes down this tournament, he might go get a Queen 6 tattoo.
This one you're big.
Not recommended. $84.80 and $12.80. 3,600 difference there. Paul's going to give him a little FAFO right here. Going to give him the business with the ace king of diamonds. See how he plays it though.
Raise. Make it 500.
500,000. And it's the Ocho Cinco for Chung. Suited Gapper says, what the hell? Let's see a flop. And that's called having a flop pretty well locked up, although Chung can hit a 6 for a straight. Check. Sneaky, trappy. How about trip aces for Party Paul? 3 outs. El Diablo, 666. Check. Paul still playing coy. How about the nut flush? And the temptation is there. With 1.2 million out there, you can't win with 8 high. But this would definitely be a whoopsie daisy. Oh no.
You can track in the future.
I know. I just want to mock.
All right.
Oh. He just mucked. Pat letting him know that
Obviously, there's no collusion.
you can check. There's obviously no collusion in a heads up, but In tournaments, it's kind of frowned upon to surrender your hand like that. But when your head's up, like he said, there's no collusion, nothing really to worry about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's Felipe saying there would be a penalty if you do that again, young man.
Yeah.
Hi-ya!
And you're going to be 100.
Sensei hitting him with the karate chop. Said, in this dojo, there is no folding when it's your turn, not facing a bet. Hand number 88. We're getting closer to some of y'all's number. I'm getting to know Paul, actually. You could say things are getting pretty serious. We just added each other on Instagram. So, yeah, I do know Paul. Thank you very much in the chat. But tonight, he's Party Paul because he's doing a lot of partying. Looked like he was going to be out of this tournament after about an orbit after coming in as the chip leader. And here he is, spun it up.
Let me keep your 2 here.
And he's got a massive chip lead in this heads-up match. He is having a good time. He went from hands on his head to frustrated to just playing good, running good, and look at there. 8.6 million versus 1.6 million.
Let's go. Blood in the water, baby. Blood in the water.
Dale.
All in from Chung. Queen 9. Suited variety. What's up, Ronnie B? Thank you very much in the chat. And here we go.
All right. Lock.
Ace 8 versus Queen 9, and there's a queen. My goodness, it's now Chung time.
Come on, ace on the river. One time.
No ace on the river. Are you kidding me? Chung. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
1.6.
I have to get that song cranking in the room. I know Felipe knows that one. You know who sang the song Wang Chung? Wang Chung.
That's 3.
You never heard the song?
And 1 minute.
Oh, you guys disappoint me. The guys in production, they don't know Wang Chung. You were born in the 90s? Oh, my God.
This time you're big, yeah. The button's always small.
It's so confusing.
No, no worries. That's why I'm here.
Everybody have fun tonight? Everybody Wang Chung tonight? Oh, I don't know. It was in movies. If he wins another hand, we're going to start singing Wang Chung. I tell you that much. Party Paul. Still in a good position, though. 6.7 million. He's going to rip it with the threes. Oh, and it's the 6 deuce for Chung. No more Wang Chung. I can't believe you guys haven't heard this song. All right. It's on the playlist now, isn't it? Yeah. See? Daryl Daniels says good song.
I can't get him on I tried. I can't.
If it were the Queen 6, Chung may go with it, but it's Queen 5. But he's done well with Queen, so he is going to raise it up. Paul's got a King, though.
How 400?
Peak 80s indeed, and these poor guys were born in the 90s, so I guess they missed it. But hell, I listen to stuff from the 60s and 70s. Jack 3, Jack. Nobody lands, nada. Who wants this pot? There's a million out there.
What do you do to go stay so tired?
Still nothing doing. King high good. I forgot to play my other song for the PLO Madness.
400K.
A little more my speed. But I will play that before we leave tonight. Paul's going to bet 400,000. Chung thinking about it. Is my queen high good here? Wow, he is going to make the call here. It's just 2 big blinds, but those chips have a value to them. You want to hold on to those as long as you can. Paul's going to check. And what do? Do you represent a big hand? It looks like a big bet. He does. Queen high gets it done with a bluff. Wow. He's now got 4 million. He had 400,000 just a second ago, folks. My goodness. All right, now this is your final reminder, folks. 1 p.m. tomorrow, PLO Madness. There you go. Can you play with Madness? Come on out tomorrow. PLO Madness, Iron Maiden. A little more my speed right there.
Raise. 500,000.
The Chicago Hitman likes a little baseball knowledge. Man, I'm just a sports fanatic, man. Don't pay as much attention to the NBA as I used to maybe 15, 20 years ago, but baseball and football, I love soaking that stuff up.
Check. Bet. 425.
But I'm glad you're enjoying it, because I surely don't want to upset a guy with the name Chicago Hitman. He'll come find me. Paul's going to take that one down.
100K.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times right in a heads-up match that neither player is going to hit the flop, so aggression still very important. Chung's got enough to where he can start opening hands again from position. It's on the button right now with the old 6-7. But decides not to play the kitty game and lets it go. There is the trophy, the crystal trophy, and the commemorative coin saying you are a 2026 TCH tournament champion. You get that for winning any tournament, even our dailies here at Texas Card House. But the Lone Star Showdown Crystal Trophy is one of a kind. All right, Jack 3 versus 7 deuce. All diamonds, and guess who has a diamond? Nobody. Who wants this pot? Paul says, gimme, gimme.
Payday.
You flexing your furthest back that I have today is insane. I literally speed home just to use that.
We're on hand 96. Other than Lego and his death sentence of 420.69 for the hand that he thinks we're going to go all the way to. Did anybody have over
All in.
96 hands? All in from Chung with ace 10. Just a bet and taken. I see a 93, a 94. Nope. We're going to have to do it again. Start over, folks, because we've passed all those numbers. Pick a hand, any hand. I'm going to say 112.
Another 2.
I take it back. I'm going to say 116. Putting it in the chat now.
Check. 300K.
Kiwi thinks this is going to be a back and forth slugfest. She says 131. No, thank God, Scott. It's not 97 hands heads up. I think they got the heads up at, what was it, 70 something? $78 maybe. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Check.
And what do you know? They got 4 cards between them, and nobody's hit a thing.
325.
Yeah, the first hand heads up was 79. So almost 20 hands. Wow, the 9-5 did make the call, and now what do you do if you're Paul with 5 deuce?
Check.
Wave the white flag, I think, right? And of course, likewise, what do you do with 9 high? I think you got to go for it here. Love seeing it. We have had some final tables on this stream where players have just literally checked all the way down to the river, and does not make for good content. These guys are betting with nothing and taking down hands and trying to figure each other out here. Love seeing that. Sweep the leg, right? That's what you do, Scott. Go for the leg. Take him out.
Raise. 500,000.
You also have to be able to recognize, you know, when your opponent's starting to spiral out of control, or if you're spiraling out of control, and neither one has had that happen just yet. Of course, Chung was kind of wobbling, and Paul went for the knockout blow and just didn't get it. So here we are, hand 99. Paul's going a little larger. He's putting some more pressure on. Chung is going to let go the 10-4 suited.
I'm gonna keep your 2 here.
And yeah, you can see that clock right there in front of Pat. Like Scott said, blinds are going up again. Paul's got nothing but 100K chips over there.
Raise it. 400K.
That smile on his face, he was definitely.
Min click and a quick call from Paul. Probably calling with any 2. Jack 7 definitely good enough to make that call. And once again, neither player lands a pair or a draw. Paul has some backdoor clubs, possibly backdoor straight cards. Of course, no, excuse me, that's Chung with the backdoor clubs. Paul with the backdoor straight possibilities. Pretty good price into that pot. Chung is going to come along with King High. And what a card for Chung. He's now got a pair and a flush draw. Paul's open-ended though.
700K.
So any Jack, 9, or 4, a pair of jacks would win. 9 or 4. Here you go. 700 and a call. This is a very consequential pot here. It's a 4. The straight comes in for Paul. Quick peek at the cards, quick look over at the chip stack, and a quick rip. If Chung makes this call, this is over. Huge pot, 4.8 million right now. Chung had worked his way back up to almost 4 million. Folds right now, he's going to be back to 1.6 with those blinds going up. What a freaking turn card, folks. Made all this possible, and we get the river 4 for Paul. Paul's thinking, please put it in, please. Chip inventory being done right now. He left with less than 8 big blinds. He's got 8 big blinds at the current level, but while this hand has been going on, the blinds have gone up. So if he folds, he'll be under 8 big blinds. Does let it go. Paul's like, dadgummit. But a huge pot. Paul back up to 8.59 million.
We're at 250 and 120.
Yeah, I agree. That's such a big card.
So Chung, you're 250 twice.
And I mean, we saw how far ahead he was, right? It just got the pretty bad run out there. I mean, a jack, he had some other outs obviously as well, but it just seemed like such a money card. If you're not going to put your opponent on, you know, slow playing some ace there. That was just a big card. All in for Paul. And quick fold from the 7-5. Scott, you nailed it. It is 1:44 in the AMs.
It's now 1:30. At 2 o'clock, we will stop serving alcohol, and at 2:30.
There's your proof that we are on a 15-minute delay. They just announced that it's 1:30. It's 1:44 our time. All in and a call, though. These two are getting after it. Ace-6 of clubs. Paul got those praying hands. He's going to get down on 2 knees, folks. Oh, no. The 4s are still good. Chung at risk.
Ace-6, 10. Ace-6, 10.
Ace-6 or even a 10 now for Paul. Chung holding on for dear life. It's a 5-ball. And I think that was a Farfignugan was the F word that was just dropped. Chung
That's $1 million.
with a much needed double. I have 2.5 million, I believe, is the stack size. The old alligator blood, right? Hanging around. Can't get rid of him.
250, 210.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys won, right? 84.80, 12.80. They're playing for $3,600 between those two prizes. A trophy, a coin, all the clout in the world. He's unkillable. You're on Vegas lag, Scott? Yeah, it's tough when you come back from living it up in Vegas and you get home and you're like, now what do I do? Paul going to raise it up. And pretty chunky here. He's going to pretty much commit Chung if he wants to play the 5-4 suited. He gets out of the way. I always find it crazy, Daryl, that supposedly John Malkovich hated his accent in that character. It's like one of his least favorite roles. But I think that's just an iconic, obviously poker movie in general, but I mean, all of us who play poker are going to quote the ever-living hell out of that crazy man that was Teddy KGB. Scott says, for the record, 8 weeks in Las Vegas is too long. Brother, 8 days in Vegas is too long. What are you talking about? But then again, I've never played the main and haven't made it long enough in the other tournaments. I think I've done 5 days in Vegas. And I was ready to come home, even after winning a decent chunk. Just a long time to be in a hot, hot city in the summer. Not having your own vehicle usually. The casinos look like they're, you know, right next to each other, and it would take you 2 seconds to walk from one to the other, but that's not the case. You get outside and you're like, holy shit, I got to walk a ways to get to that one.
Raise to 1.625.
This is going to be last call on our team. We're going to
Chung's going to go with the king 8 here. King 8 suited. Chumba says, I was there for 25 years. Screw 8 weeks. Got a couple friends of mine from high school that have spent quite a bit of time out there. One of them still living in Vegas. Been crushing the mortgage industry for a long time out there. We're on hand 105.
1.625.
Kiwi's number of hand 131 starting to look pretty good.
No, you announced call. Let me see if you have enough.
He announced call. We're just making sure this is an all-in. Pat's definitely playing by the rules here. You say the words call, but that is an all-in, so there you go. All in and a call, and this time it's Paul that's pipped. Chung has won the ones when he's gotten it in bad, so Paul's going to try to do the same now. It's the Ocho Cinco versus the King 8.
Spades or whatever they are.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, open ender for Paul. King ball on the turn.
4 or a 9.
4 or a 9. It is not to be.
All right, so 1.6 is exactly what it was.
Cannot get rid of him. Chung staying alive, BG style. I think we're in for some fun stuff, folks, because I can see over into the production booth, and they are having some reactions over there, so we might be here for a hot minute. That's no spoiler.
I'm sorry?
But our friends on the production team, they're having a ball over there. So maybe a little foreshadowing. 6-7, 6-7 for Chung. We all love the suited canuters in cash games. See what he wants to do in position here. He's got chips now. I love raising with any 2 on the button, heads up.
Raise 500,000.
Does happen to have Paul pipped here. Paul is going to call, though, with the 7-4. So 7-4 suited, 7-6 suited. And hello, hearts. Chumba, don't do that to me. Hand 382. Come on.
That's 350.
350 is the bet. Not a single club on the board. No draws for Paul. Oh, wow. He's going to raise to 850, and he's like, oh, hell. He just got called.
Check.
Ace on the turn. 3 million in the middle. We'll be dead even if somehow the 7-6 wins at Showdown. Is 6-7 really going to win at Showdown? You can't win with 7 high if you're Paul.
Check. All in.
And Chung rips it. Chung rips it with his 7-6. It was good, but my goodness. Let's go. No fear.
Yeah, he's getting recharged up for the spin-up.
The only reason you can get a penalty early is when you
And here we are, folks, almost dead even. 5.1 million, 5.1 million. They will have to count every stinking chip if they get in a all-in situation here because it is dead even. And new chip leader Chung, we'll call him.
I was bluffing and calling all of this back.
give me 4 blue.
Remember, those blinds did go up. It's 125, 250, 250. So 625,000 out there in the middle, every hand to fight for. How could you not be tilting, right? Scott says, lock it in, Paul, lock it in.
Raised to 550.
Raised to 550 from Chung. And Paul has 5 high. He's going to defend. Not a good flop for the 5 deuce.
For those of us who can't hit hands, we have to just try to get it through.
Does know his opponent could be raising with any 2 from the button, but he's got about as bad of a hand as you can have on a flop like that. Hey, the good news, Tommy, I'm not playing in the PLO tournament tomorrow. I'm just commentating it, but my goodness.
You don't want to see me in bomb pot with the button.
$400.
400,000 is the bet in. The 5 deuce does what the 5 deuce needs to do. Gets the heck out of Dodge. 6 million in chips now for Chung. Paul's gonna take a quick walk. And get right back because he's being dealt in. Well, good luck if you do, Tommy. Had some good runs lately in the online streets. Let's get you a final table, son.
Call 250.
Then you can buy me one of those fancy strap whatever bags from Louis Vuitton.
Raise. Make it 750.
750,000, that's getting large. Paul's got a suited 63. It's just 2 more blinds to complete, so he's gonna put it out there. Heads up to a flop. Jack 9-8. That is a frustrated look, and we've all been there. Now you got 6 high. And you just can't play back at your opponent. Not worth the risk there. Paul's going to be patient. Hell yeah. It's not a purse, it's a merce. It's a man purse, baby. Maybe a sweet fanny pack. Like the old school fanny packs, but like a really sweet leather one with like an eagle. Half man, half eagle. Just say America on it. Paul will take that one. Dragging any chips right now feels good for Paul. What a swingy final table it has been for him. He's playing for, a guaranteed 8,400 at least. Came to the final table as our chip leader. Just kept getting hit by his opponents when he was putting in raises to start the final table. Got all the way down to 400,000. But here he is, heads up against Chung. Had over 8 million not too long ago. Chung has overtaken him with a little bit of run good, and the deck really going his direction. I've seen people talk about the heart monitors. I don't know if I've actually seen it on stream, but I remember they were talking about that. So we could check out how players are feeling while they're going through some of these situations.
Raise 650. We raise all in.
Ruh-roh. That's a double down hand for Chung, 9 deuce. This is not the game we're playing though. Paul's ripped it on him for 3.1 million with king high. Paul's sick of it. Notices that Chung is raising every button.
You have to call. You have to call. Come on.
Paul back up over 4 million.
He doesn't play any card above 5. 5-4 is his top of the range. If you see an
Gap closing up just a little bit. Got a 2 million chip lead for Chung.
Oh, did you take Mama's money the other night? Yeah. What was the hand? What was the hand? Jack 6.
And now it's Paul with double down hand. Does he want to limp in, or is he going to raise? You can't call a raise if you just try to limp here. So he is going to come in for 650. Queen 9, I think, is a hand that Chung's going to defend with. That's right, Kiwi. I think I remember the Lodge doing that. Okay, cool.
About 650.
Here we go. Wow, we will. Both players flop a pair. Usually hit something, say something, but it's bottom pair here. A little bit of a scary board. Chung, really the one liking this flop. He's got the queen of spades to go with his 9.
What was your stack at the end of the night?
That's 450.
And really just beat a bluff here with 9 deuce, but it is a pair, and it's hard to get rid of pairs. So he's going to raise it up to 1 million.
That's that short stack angle right there.
Tell these guys are tired. They've been playing since 10 a.m. And Paul's like, what the hell? Raise did not work, but that card is going to work. That's a 2-piece for Paul. And you can tell it got his attention there as he's leaned forward. Paul's like, I know that card didn't help you. This would be a disaster for Chung if he decides to go for it here. Paul is not folding. But look at those outs for Chung.
Oh, okay.
Check.
Checks it, and Paul is going to jam. Jammy jam with the 9 deuce. He takes it down, 13 outs. Of course, Chung can't know that that's what he's up against. And that's how live his hand really was. What a turn card. Finally, something going Paul's way. It was coming, Jack Scooby-Doo. You know it was. We didn't get to see it, though.
Sorry, guys.
Dealer's going to reshuffle real quick. It's going to be 12,080 for first place, 8480 for second. I know Paul's had some big cash scores. Don't know Chung's official name and what he's got, you know, on his Hinden Mob and on his poker history. I just recently met him. Don't think he's been playing in our room for very long, but Paul's definitely got a lot of tournament scores. And this is just going to add to that list.
750 is about. Re-raise all in.
Re-raise all in and a call. Here we go, folks. Hand 114, we're doing it. King, queen suited, ace, jack suited. Chung is now at risk as Paul had overtaken him after that last hand for the chip lead. Queen, jack, 8. Paul has outflopped him. Chung's in trouble. It's a deuce. He needs an ace or a jack. There's the jack. There is the jack and the kid with the alligator blood. They can't get rid of him. And that is definitely taking a toll on the psyche of our man Paul, and understandably so. Had him on the ropes there after outflopping him. Catches.
This is someone's out to get me today. Someone is out to get me.
Paul's looking right at us at the camera, says someone is out to get me today.
4.175.
He's now down to 1.6 million, and that is the lowest he's been since really, I don't know, probably hand 30. Hand 20 maybe, I don't know. Paul came in with 2 million in chips. Did get down to 400,000, spun it all the way back up. He had the 8.6 million at this heads-up battle, but now it is completely flopped, and it's now Chung with 8.6 million, and Paul has 1.6. This is insane.
You're going to be 250 plays.
They've been playing since 10 a.m. this morning. Don't know if these guys obviously registered, came in late, or if they came in on time, but this tournament started at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Paul's all in, king jack off. Chung wants a call. He's got 500,000 already out there. He would have to call another
225,000.
700 plus. With suited gappers. Jack Scooby-Doo says 300 more hands to go. My God almighty, it'll be Christmas. And I'll be a year older. And a hell of a lot grayer if I'm here that long.
There we go. There we go. Come on, he needs to get his ass. He needs to get his ass for a big pot.
One time.
Yeah, there we go. That's your board right there.
Hand 116, this is the hand I picked for this thing to end. Let's see if I nailed it. I can high five myself. Chung just gets rid of that. Paul looks down at a hand he knows well tonight, but it hasn't been a good one for him. It's been a good one for his opponent, the Queen 6. Shout out to our first dealer, Brittany. Stuck it in there for 2 hours, and Pat's been doing a great job since he came in. A7 is all in. Let's see what Chung wakes up with. He's got pocket kings. Oh, no. Paul only looked at the ace.
Let me know when you're ready.
Understandably so. He's going to rip it just seeing an ace, but he's run right into kings. Can the kings dodge the bullet?
5.
Oh, 5 or an ace now.
Ace or a 5.
That is going to do it, folks. Hand 117. And our new winner of the Lone Star 50K Showdown is Chung. And he says, is that mine? Yes, sir. That trophy is yours, and $12,000 is also yours, young man. Wow, wee-wo. Roller coaster ride for sure for our man Paul, but Paul is just a crusher in tournaments, and he's run so well the last couple years here at TCH. Always impressed with his play and his ability to continue to run deep. He's going to finish in second place and take home $84.80 for his efforts. I know getting to heads-up play, it's going to feel like a defeat, but what a run, Paul. Should be proud of yourself, and we know we're going to see you on another final table, so shake this one off and celebrate with $84.80. But it's our man Chung taking home the trophy and $12,000. Let's get back to the table because he is excited. He's getting his picture taken right now by Felipe. He's going to get a quick selfie. This is definitely an appropriate time for a selfie.
Wow, I cannot believe that. Wow.
Man, he is so excited. Good for him, man. Chung is very excited. He's the winner of the Lone Star Showdown and the $12,000. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me tonight as I was rocking solo. All the Scots in the chat right now. MLG, Detoxical. We got Friedman. We got the other Scott F. Thank you guys again for making this really fun. Shout out to my guys on the production side for making this pretty effortless tonight. We didn't know we were going to be here till 2 a.m., folks, but here we are. It's Sunday morning. What a Lone Star Showdown. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, Whammo, the PLO Madness starting at 1 p.m., 30K guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute levels. We had a blast tonight, and nothing better than seeing a player on our stream for the first time. Super excited to win what I imagine is probably his biggest score or his biggest tournament. So congratulations to him. What a run. We will see you guys tomorrow night for the PLO Madness final table right here. Yours truly will be commentating. Hope to see some of you guys that were in the chat tonight on the final table tomorrow night for the PLO Madness. For TCH Dallas, I'm Eric Van Loozen, and I am finally out of here.
There you go. Now together.